Another episode of the Esports Next official podcast. My name is Adam Joshua. I'll be your host for today. Today, we have my favorite guy from my favorite company,
Woo.
Tyler Thompson. Tyler, introduce yourself.
Thank you for having me. Tyler Thompson from my favorite company. We are building an esports performance desk. That's a lot of words, but really what it looks like is a cockpit design where you sit closer, more ergonomic. We provide a urethane gel that's a waterfall, so it's more comfortable. Easeability on your wrists and elbows. You sit closer, it's more comfortable. And then on the surface, we've added in a little bit of nanotech. What does that mean? Basically, the surface is technically a liquid, but you wouldn't notice, and it can heal itself. So at the superficial level, if you do some scuffs with your mouse or anything bangs into your desk, or if you're running tournaments, or if you're universities, you have people coming in and out of your esports facilities, you can apply like a towel and a little bit of heat, and you'll allow that liquid to reform at the microbial level and
Wow,
basically clean it up and it will be look brand new.
that is detailed. I love that
Detailed.
because, I respect wood personally,
Yeah,
and I respect all surfaces, whether it be, velour or whatever. And yeah, I don't want to scuff it up. And if I do, I'm just looking at that stain. But we have
never ending.
microbial technology in these desks. That's fantastic.
It made it fun. We honestly just, and respect all the, there's a ton of desks out there, and, no worries, but we really wanted to bring performance into it. Each component of the equipment that you use at the athletic level or just a casual level, adds to, what you're doing, adds to, how you're performing. And so this desk really took a look at the ergonomics, and comfortability and use for the athletes. And then obviously we are selling commercially, so we do sell. We're going to be live on Macy's in a couple weeks. We are selling to the end users, but our primary target, our primary, business case is right now at the commercial level for esports universities, to help improve their space.
Fantastic.
It's pretty
Yeah,
rad.
I love it. Last time I talked to you, you had all these aspirations for what you wanted to do with your company, and
So
you've
many.
reached like all of them in like a very short span of time. I must have talked to you like I think it was late last year or something like
Uh-huh.
that. We're doing game night. We're playing a little Halo,
That's right.
and I remember, I still have the same desk, and it's just not up to par
I
with
think I
what I
forced you to
want.
play Overwatch actually.
Oh, was it
And you were
Overwatch?
like, "No, I never play this."
Did we play Overwatch? Okay, great.
I
Yeah.
think
If
so.
I was Halo, it was someone else. Then yeah. No, it was awesome playing Overwatch because I have played since, and it's a fun
Nice.
game. It should be something I should have been playing more. But I usually just go by whatever my friends are playing. I don't
That's
always get
usual,
this say,
you know.
and if I do get this say, it's one in 10. You
That's the
definitely
game
should.
I just put too much time into. And I'm not even like that good. I'm like Platinum 3 as a
Yeah.
support character. I'm like, "Damn
Love it.
it."
Yeah, yeah. So you've reached those goals. What are some of the like big things that you've done recently? You were telling me a little bit it yesterday at the party.
Big thing, we were at NeoCon last month. So that's the number one furniture show in the world here in Chicago. It's hosted at the Mart across the river. Actually, this side of the river. Whoops. Um,
Ha,
but that was a big step forward for us commercially, right? We've been focusing on working with these esport professional teams, universities, but what we kind of hit roadblocks with was states work with specific reps, they work with specific dealers, specific distributors, and they don't move outside of that. They won't go to some random, high-end new startup and be like, yeah, sure, come on in, even if you're a better product quality, we're not going to take you on. They're not going to do that. So we locked those dealers in, and we're represented now in every major state. And so now when a university is like, oh, I actually want you, well, the university standard rep and purchase process can work with us. And that was like such a huge step forward for us. So lots happened just in the last 30 days.
that was in the last 30 days.
Yeah.
This
Yeah.
guy just making moves, and
Can't stop, man.
so cool. So do you have like a sweet desk set up at home? Do you have like the best product?
I, you know, I think our desk is the best desk on the market, period. Right? If you look at us compared to Secret Labs, we're a better product because we focused on performance. Now, the Secret Labs did a phenomenal job with their desk, 100%. Their magnetic setup is bar none better than anyone else's for, accessorization. If you want to like put little clips on or run your cords in a specific way, that's great. That's phenomenal. But when you actually look at performance and longevity, our 10-year warranty, our, superficial nanotech, that's superior to everything else on the market.
I love it. Yeah, Secret Lab is a hard one to compete with.
Oh
I
yeah.
sit in my Secret Lab chair and I love that thing.
Yep.
It's super comfortable. Do you guys make chairs as well?
So at the inception of our company, we wanted to start with a chair, but to be honest, ideation and then design and then go prototyping for a chair specifically is going to be much more challenging. It's stage two on our like roadmap and project plan.
Yeah.
But the first thing we hit was looking at the old racer foam. So you're like your Secret Labs, right?
Yes.
Which is the standard. It is the current market standard in most gaming, right? You go to any tournament, it is literally the Secret Labs foam racer chair.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of things coming out right now that show the matrix mesh is a much more ergonomic, breathable upgrade
Okay.
to gaming chairs. Now, there's, people probably argue both sides, but what we took a step back and we were like, well, do we want to introduce matrix mesh or do we want to go still the older style racer, foam? And we were like, I don't want to go either way. We were just unsure of ourselves, so that's why we were like, we know desks have always, everyone's just on a slab of wood. I was like, well, why don't we actually introduce performance here, and show everyone there's a better path, and then next step, we're going to show everyone that there's a better path for a chair.
Yeah, like well, it's already taking off, like
Yep.
with the desk, so then that can fund the chairs, and the chairs can fund, coffee tables.
The whole ecosystem, man. Like, that it will be a nice thing. We are going to look at commercially, right? Because I think a lot of things in gaming obviously influence the office space, right?
Yeah.
And everyone right now is an influencer and creator in their own right. You're working at home, you're definitely a gamer, right? You're creating or you're on YouTube. And so how does the commercial space, actually create something that, people value? And I'm not saying don't go work, full time back at work, but like if you're going to go in for a couple days a week, how do you bring people back in for a couple days? Give them something that actually speaks to them. And so that's what we found at NeoCon at the Mart. Was that they wanted this because they wanted people who had been working from home for so long. They were asking them to come back, give them something that speaks to them and something they enjoy and a workspace they like.
Of course. Like that is one big reason I don't want to sit anywhere else is because I have a Secret Lab at home.
For real though.
Why am I going to work to sit on, some like chair that doesn't support me ergonomically, might have
Dude.
long-term back effects. That's how I
Yeah.
also like we chirp each other. If, all my friends have Secret Labs now, but
Yep.
if they didn't, it's just like, what are you doing? Like, that's not good for your back. And it's like you should have a Secret Lab chair, and you can get a cheaper chair, but you're just going to be sitting there thinking about how much better a Secret Lab would be, and then eventually, like,
Absolutely.
all my friends have them now.
Don't get me wrong, I got the Dark Knight Secret Labs
I
chair.
have the Dark Knight Secret Lab.
Yeah, that's awesome.
That's what my friend just got. Yeah, the Dark Knight.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, it's like off gray, and it's got the.
Oh, it's dope.
Oh,
It's so cool.
Nice. It's so nice. Do you use the back pillow for your head?
I'm not leaning back that often,
So same, and because I have dark hair, looks like I have some like wild mullet. Someone pointed out once. I'm like, never again. Especially on streams, I'm not using.
Oh my God. Yeah, well, people are watching you. Hey,
Yeah.
people dig the mullet nowadays. Maybe just rock it.
Yeah, mullets. I'm not, guys. I'm not dissing mullets. I love a good mullet, but this just
Love
looks
some mullet.
cartoonish. And while I can probably rock one, yeah, I don't want to make the assumption that
Right.
that is my hair. But
Yeah.
yeah, no, that's all it took for me to get rid of that. But the chair is phenomenal. My personal favorite place to be, most comfortable, is my bed because of my memory foam mattress.
Oh, get out.
Now, do you think you see that in chairs? That kind of
Memory foam and
technology?
chairs?
Is that a crazy thing?
No, I don't think so. What's interesting is Purple actually does. They'll sell like basically a square foot slab about this thing for
Yeah.
like $200 or something, and you could just
Yeah.
throw that down and sit on Purple.
Anything.
You know? So I mean, I think it already happens. Whether people are going to do that or not, I don't know. But
Yeah.
it's definitely could be something. I think the only issue would be breathability, but who knows?
Yeah, they must have some kind of mesh or something like that would give it that, so it's you're not like sweating through it, and the
Yeah.
temperature control. They do have like temperature control mattress toppers, so I don't know if that would maybe help out with that kind of
Well,
technology.
maybe you could invent it.
Do you know anyone in the furniture or gaming furniture industry that I could talk to about that?
I might know a guy. He's from my favorite company.
Oh yeah, now
Well, no.
Jay, there you go, guys. Go now and buy a my favorite company desk.
MFC.GG.
MFC.gg. I was just to ask you what the website was, but you're one step ahead of me. It's like you've marketed this before.
We've had some practice. We got
Yeah,
to get back on and game a little bit more.
I love it. What's the next step after this? You've had the success that you were aiming for. Now what?
Now well, I mean, we are having the success we've been aiming for. I think we might actually just want to breathe for a minute. Watch some of that success come in, but
Yeah,
we can't slow down. So when I say that, it's like
I
breathe,
know what you mean.
it means like watch it for a second and then see, where our resources need to be applied best, right?
Like you got the fish on the hook.
Mm-hmm.
You want to reel it in and make sure that that fish doesn't get off the hook.
Right.
Fishing is a great
You know, don't.
analogy for anything.
Yeah, I
And
do love. I'm gonna go fishing here in a few weeks.
I talked to someone else, Nick Turner, I think, about fishing. He's like a big fishing guy, and yeah, he was big into that. But yeah, that's what you want. Just sit back and like make sure that this success isn't overlooked, and you're not like dividing your resources and like, okay, we had success, now we have to do something new. And while you do want to have that on the back burner, of course, you want to focus on the success that you have.
I would say some immediate things that will happen in the next couple months that I can't speak to yet are some influencers, some ex gamers from specific teams,
Yeah,
and a specific professional team is going to launch with us. So those would be things that, would immediately happen. And while we start to see, the desk take off, on the D2C side, on the B2C side, or B2B side, we'll focus on keeping our ear to the ground to, those who are using it. That's core to us. We already kind of had one influencer, they did a live build. Um, and I will tell anyone who's ever creating product ever, and they're still kind of like in their first phase, don't do a live build. No, just don't. And for anyone normally building something, even if it's like a super easy chair, like even I put the Secret Labs together, it wasn't that difficult, but there were times where I got frustrated. You
yeah,
just
I
don't
was
want that
scared I was
live.
gonna ruin it. And there's also that thing. There's like a lever or something. If you put
Right.
it in, it can like snap your arm
Oh
off
my
or
God.
something.
Yeah. Yeah,
I was
exactly.
so scared about that step.
You
And
don't want that live on video while
no,
someone's questioning it, like, oh fuck, or excuse me, you're like, oh crap, what do I do? And they're swearing, and it's like, so we're gonna take that video, and we've already recreated our setup.
love it.
We did a whole like 5-minute video that breaks it down. Step one, video, this is how you do it. Step two, blah blah blah.
Yeah,
And then we're gonna take the like scare moments that they had. They eventually got through it. It was totally fine, but take the scare moments, and he swore once. He was like, "Oh mother." We're gonna take that and be like, "We heard you.
yeah.
Here's how we heard you. Here's what we did to adapt." And like,
Yeah, make it like comedic. So
exactly.
it's
But we
like
want to
don't
keep
do
doing
this,
that.
but like this is what would happen. But it's
Yeah.
also entertaining, so it's not scary.
I mean, like learning is entertaining, and that's so I
Yeah,
think, like I said, we're gonna like listen to all the people using our desks, the universities, the athletes, the professional teams, and be like, all right, what can we change? How do we, get you what you need if we do need to change? And then what would be next level? What would you want to see us do to upgrade it, improve it? Because that's what a good company does is listens to the people that are using it and actually makes real change instead of just ignoring them and be like, you're just a sell. No, because we're not in it. Everyone's in the business for money. We're in it to make something quality that people enjoy.
I love it. Yeah, That is awesome. I'm so excited for you, and
Yes.
like, I saw you on the come up last year. You're a guy, and like, oh, there's this nice guy Tyler. I got to talk to you. I think we did the podcast last year or something like that as well.
Yep.
And then we got to talking, and like, oh, there's like a guy I can like gravitate to. He's super nice, and he's doing what he
I'm all right.
wants, and I'm praising you up too. Yeah, but yeah, I'm excited to see where you go with it, and I do need a new desk. What do they retail for?
So the sit to stand one is 14.99. So, we're pretty much average for like a good sit to stand desk. Our static stationary desk is 9.99. Which, a lot of people can go on Amazon, they could buy just an average desk for 150 bucks. But here's some things that, show you the value and, you won't have like overturn, right? Like again, we have a 10-year warranty on our desk. So when we say we're selling you this for your basically a lifetime of what a normal desk should be,
Yeah,
like we, adhere to it and we'll take care of you no matter what, and then obviously the performance side of it, giving you that nice soft urethane gel, right? That innovative nanotech surface, right? That
I
all of
love
these
it.
things add to the value. And we're just saying, make a purchase that's going to last a long time. And there's subreddits about last forever, people buying battle stations, right? Like this is, giving you that high top tier quality at a very reasonable rate. You go to like Steelcase, they're going to charge you like 2 grand plus for this. So we're coming in and it's fully made here in the US, and providing quality at a reasonable rate. We're just not cheap. So 9.99 for stationery, 14.99 for that sit to stand.
Yeah. They say that if try and save money on something, you buy something cheap, and you end up paying for it twice anyway because
Yep.
it cheaps out on you, or it's not exactly what you need. So you're honestly just thinking, oh, if I had this, it'd be a lot better.
Yeah.
So why not do it in one shot and get an MFC desk?
We
And
had
that is
fun.
actually a reasonable price. Do you
You
guys ship to
should
Canada?
uh Yeah,
Oh,
let
you
us
do.
know. We'll ship there. You
Oh,
know,
that's so
um,
good.
we had fun. So the sit to stand one, we did that what's called like a BIFMA certification. It's basically, U.S. certification that helps you with your GSA compliance for the government, blah blah blah. But they kept putting weight on the sit to stand. It kept going up. They got up to 600 pounds, and they like literally called my engineer, and they're like, do you want us to keep going? And he's like, I think 600 pounds is enough. We're totally fine. So we replicated it. We put up a TikTok video of three of us at 630 pounds, and the sit to stand is still going up. It's like
Wild.
most of them will tap out at like 350. So it's like our sit to stand is super high quality. We'll manage those high end battle stations that have like 4 or 5 monitors that need to handle that weight. And like our warranty, we're backing it up with that 300 pounds. So it's just bar none. No one's backing it up with that type of warranty.
650.
Yeah,
And then
it
like
was
that's
wild.
what's the max?
We didn't max it out, but we're
God
going to
damn.
try another video because we needed a fourth person and we just didn't have, can't get four dudes on top of the table. So
Oh
I
my,
was like,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
or we just
You
carry
wouldn't
them.
want to do.
It
You wouldn't want. Oh, we reached max. Here's
was
what
funny
it
in the
looks like.
video, it was raining and you can't see it. So we're all
No,
getting on top of the
you're
table.
doing it
We
outside.
did it, yeah, because like your ceiling's only 10 foot high, right? So
Oh, that's true.
you need to be able to go outside because we're all like 6 foot. It's like you can't do it. So we're outside in the rain and it's just pouring on us and it's just still going up. It was wild,
Well, that'll actually showcase your microbial features. It
right?
just
Yeah.
rolls off. Even rainwater, folks, can't touch us with 650 pounds of
It was just so funny.
raindrops.
It was a good time. We love doing it.
That is such a great way to, advertise a product. It's been so fantastic talking to you today. How about you give yourself? Do you want another plug? Do you want to tell yourself more about MFC that you maybe didn't cover today?
My favorite company is fully made here in the US. That's our intent. We want to expand on esports by building on jobs in esports here in the US. That's kind of the inception of us, right? But again, our desk is a performance esports desk for the things we've talked about, that cockpit design, that urethane gel, that innovative nanotech surface, and the maximum durability that gives you that 10-year warranty. And that's for everyone commercially and consumers. We're going to launch on Macy's. We're on Amazon. You are on mfc.gg. Or just reach out to us. Find us on any social platform. We'd love to hear from you. We talk a lot of smack with people. It's so much fun, and we'll be gamers too. So ask us any questions. We're here to listen.
Fantastic. Well, thank you so much for joining me, Tyler. I'm definitely going to be checking out those desks, and I'll definitely get in touch with you if I can get one down the line.
Appreciate it, Adam.
Thank you.